Good morning, guys. It's Northside Technology here. I want to do a little brief video on the privacy of cell phones. Today is 11/4/2015. It is currently 8:03 a.m. As you see here, I typed in cell phone privacy. And let's check this USA Today article out. Guys, this is stuff the cell phone companies do not want y'all to know. And they even, AT&T right here, even, and this was what, March 13th, 2015. AT&T offers you a gigapower fiber internet service privacy for $29 more a month, and it won't sell your search and browsing history to advertisers. But guess what? They do it because you have no privacy. You have no privacy in your cell phone. Period. So all people doing with AT&T is just wasting them extra $29. And I'm gonna show you why those $29 don't even compare to what they're doing. This Huffington Post for Verizon, it was November 4th, 2015. Well, shoot. Not November 4th. My bad. This is October 29th, 2014. Verizon. Guys, there's no privacy, man. They're selling your information, your pictures, your emails. Man, they blocking text messages. They just want to overall control you. In this article, which I do have it pulled up in the tab when I go to it in a second, but man, we FCC, man, we have no rights with these carriers, but they don't tell you that. They sell your data to the NSA. Thanks to Eric Snowden, which I'm gonna get into him too. Shout out to you. Stay in Russia. Companies like Verizon collect these bulk records and hand them to the federal government, regardless of whether a phone user is suspected of any wrongdoing. Alongside AT&T and Sprint, Verizon receives hundreds of millions of dollars a year from the NSA in exchange for cooperating with the program. So those $29 that AT&T is offering is nothing compared to these hundreds of $millions a year from the government. Wake up, guys. This is another article. What's the date on this? I don't even have a date. This deals with censorship and freedom, man. And the government, the cell phone companies are violating your First Amendment. The framers drafted the First Amendment as a check on government authority, not corporate power. Whether we're texting friends, sharing photos on Facebook, or posting updates on Twitter, we're connecting with each other in the internet via privately controlled networks like Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint. Those are the four major carriers. And the owners of these networks are now twisting the internet of the First Amendment to claim the right to control everyone's online information. Control your information. Right before the 4th of July, Verizon filed a brief with the U.S. Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit that expressed this intent in no uncertain terms. The brief was part of the telecom company's bid to overturn the Federal Communication Commission's net neutrality rules, which prohibit carriers from blocking or discriminating against internet users' content. In the brief, Verizon argues that the First Amendment gives the company the right to serve as the Internet's editor-in-chief, meaning control you. The First Amendment protects those transmitting the speech of others and those who exercise editorial discretion in selecting which speech to transmit and how to transmit it. The company's attorney wrote, in performing these functions, broadband providers possess editorial discretion, just as a newspaper is entitled to decide which content to publish and where broadband providers may feature some content over others. By content, Verizon means all digital communications that cross its wires, from photographs of your cousin's backyard's barbecue to YouTube videos of human rights violations in Syria. Look at this article. So when I saw that they filed a brief with the U.S. Court of Appeals, I Googled it. There's Verizon Communications versus the FCC 2014, last year. And of course, they won. So you have no privacy when it comes to these phones, man. None whatsoever. But I mean, people don't think that like they can get hacked and all this stuff. I mean, that's why you hack, because there's no privacy to it. But AT&T sends records to feds. Forbes magazine. What's this about? Let's click on it and see. This should be interesting. This was July the 9th, 2012 in Forbes. So right here is showing you that the government, like I said, we go right here, Forbes magazine. Everybody know Forbes. The government requests for user data from private firms. Right here you see the amount. Sprint, Verizon, AT&T, Cricket, US Cellular, Google. So with Sprint being the highest, what don't matter who been highest, they turn over all their records regardless. Like I said, you can go back through and check it out for yourself. Sprint received 500,000 subpoenas for its data. Verizon received 260,000 requests for its data in 2011. AT&T received 131,400 subpoenas in criminal case for its information in 2011, as well as 49,700 warrants or orders that didn't hand over data. It rejected 965 of them. The company says it employs more than 100 staffers full-time to respond to law enforcement demands. Wow. T-Mobile told Congressman Markey it does not disclose the number of law enforcement requests it receives or complies with. So they keep everything private. Metro PCS says it received fewer than 12,000 requests a month on average for the last 6 years. Cricket received 42,000 requests last year, and U.S. Cellular received 19,734 requests in 2011. The New York Times counted a total of 1.3 million requests for user information in the last year based on market data. Man. This is the guy we should all be thankful for, man. Eric Snowden, man. He exposed the NSA. He exposed them spying on us, man. And I guess currently right now he's hiding in Russia. But shout out to Eric Snowden again, man. He gave up a $200,000 a year job and a supermodel wife just to get us protected, just to let us know we were being spied on. And the NSA spying on cell phones. How the NSA is tracking people right now: Washington Post, NSA surveillance exposed, CBS News, cell phone data spying. It's not just the NSA, it's USA Today. How the NSA can turn on your cell phone remotely. That's on MoneyCNN.com, June 6, 2014. Y'all go back and, like I said, just type in NSA spying on cell phones, read the articles. Another thing I want to talk to y'all about is radiation. FCC mandates that all cell phones at least have 1.6 radiation, or EMF, or specific absorption rate. That's the radiation coming from cell phones whenever it's used. And I want to go over this real quick. This is how you look 15 minutes before. This is how you look 15 minutes after using your cell phone. Wow. Also kids too. This is a 5-year-old using the phone. Look how it absorbs their brain. It penetrates their skull. That's how they penetrate their skull at 10 years old. This is how they do it as an adult, because it's thicker. Quit letting your kids talk on the phones. It's killing their brain cells. Now let's fast forward to what I want to talk to you guys about. This is what you need. Let's get on the space phone, man. The future is here, man. This phone is encrypted. It's NSA spot proof. It's 3G, 4G, LTE, and it's also 5G. We have the first 5G phone, 64-bit, 4-core, high-speed, 5.0, HD, dual SIM card, 2 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of storage, camera 5.0. It has a front flash, you see it right there. The back 13.0, dual tone flash front back, GPS, battery 2100. So guys, to get away from all this spying and all this radiation, and just get at me or one of my teammates to get you protected today. Get you protected today, man. And don't keep letting them spy on you and sell your information, man. This is real. In it today. The future is here. And also, this phone, like you see, it comes in white and gold, black and titanium, ultra slim phone, 5.85 mm. Actually, it's the world's thinnest phone. It's light, but it's tight. As you see, beauty meets technology. So my time is up. I see you guys in the next video. Hope you like what I presented. The future is here. Let's get protected.